be one of life's richest experiences when this relationship grows into a permanent bond of love. This meeting and growing is what brings us together today. The uniting in marriage of these two friends. The love that Lachlan and Jessica have for each other, the love that is expressed here today, demonstrates not only that the joy of the present, but their commitment and excitement in sharing their future together. This is a time of celebration for all who know and love Lachlan and Jessica. Deciding to join together in marriage is the ultimate expression of love. Marriage is a commitment to life, to the best that two people can find in each other, and bring out their opportunities for sharing and growth that no other relationship can equal. It's a physical and emotional joining that is promised for a lifetime. Within marriage, happiness is greater, memories are fresher, and commitment is stronger. It encourages and nurtures new life, new experiences, and new ways of expressing a love that is deeper and larger than life. For Jessica and Lachlan, marriage is a promise that is made in the heart that will grow stronger every day. Okay. Here we go. Now we're at a point where, and this is fantastic. Lachlan and Jessica have actually got something that they would like to say to each other. So we're going to do
Ever since the moment I saw you, I knew you were the one for me. From our first day, I haven't looked back. I love trying to make you laugh with all my crappy jokes. I love hearing your laugh, and I love the way it can fill up the room. It makes me happy when you are happy. You bring joy to every day of my life. You are such a strong person, and I cannot wait for what comes next for us. I love the way you look at me, and I love the way I look back at you. You light up my life, and I cannot wait for this light to burn bright for the rest of our lives. I love being around you, just us sitting around, not having anything to do in particular. I know that we're safe and sound in our own little world, and I wouldn't have it any other way. From our little ways to each other from the balcony, today on our biggest day. I love you for being you, and wouldn't want to change a thing. Baby, I love you.
Lockie, I never thought I'd meet you. I never in my wildest dreams thought I would meet someone who loves me unconditionally, who accepts me as I am, and who would want to spend the rest of their life with me. With you I feel calm, I feel safe, and I feel loved. You never ever make me doubt the way you feel about me. You show it every minute of every day. Ever since I met you, we have been together, no questions. Our life together is filled with laughter and so much love. Being with you has felt like coming home. Up until I met you, despite having the absolute best family in the world, I always felt a little different. I felt I could never make the right decision or choose the right path to follow in life. I felt unmoored and uncertain, filled with self-doubt. I worked really hard on myself to try to overcome this. However, there was always the feeling that I wasn't where I was meant to be. Until I met you, and I realized that sometimes the bad things that happen in our lives put us directly on the path to the most wonderful things that will ever happen to us. Luckily, the path I followed in life led me directly to you, and for that reason, for once in my life, I regret nothing. And I would live through it all 1,000 times over, every bad day and every dark night. The good times and the hard times, if it meant I could be standing here before you said, in front of my family who have loved and supported me no matter what, and whom I love with all my heart, and in front of yours who have welcomed me with open arms, and other loving friends, new and old, who have been there through thick and thin. I promise to never take your love for granted. I promise to continue to work on myself so I can be the best possible partner to you. And I promise to always be grateful that I met you and for the life we share together. I love you so much, Lockie, and I can't wait to spend my life with you.
Where do we go from here? I know exactly where we go from here. Okay. Lachlan, I have a question for you. Would you, Lachlan McLeod, take Jessica Wall to be your wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish till death parts you?
I do.
No pressure. Will you, Jessica Wall, take Lachlan McLeod to be your husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish till death parts you?
I do.
Okay. Now, this is where you make your commitment to Jessica, and then you make your commitment to me. I'm going to lead you in what to say that you've already agreed to and consent. I ask the people here present
I ask the people here present
to witness that I,
to witness that I,
Lachlan McLeod,
Lachlan McLeod,
take you, Jessica Wall,
take you, Jessica Wall,
to be my lawful wedded wife.
to be my lawful wedded wife.
I ask the people here present
I ask the people here present
to witness that I,
to witness that I,
Jessica Wall,
Jessica Wall,
take you, Lachlan McLeod,
take you, Lachlan McLeod,
to be my lawful wedded husband.
to be my lawful wedded husband.
This is good. Okay. Now we move to the part of the sermon where we have the giving of rings. And we have a very special delivery service today of two young gentlemen. Okay. Now, with the giving of rings, there's something that we need to understand about them. One is that they're made from a precious metal, which means that all the history and past has been refined, and part of the process is refining. The other thing that you'll notice is that the rings are circular, meaning it's a continuous line. So the reason that the rings are important to you is that they're refined, continuous line. So, Jessica, yeah, Lachlan, yeah, okay, ring, yeah, it is this one. Jess, I give you this ring
Jess, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my continuous
as a symbol of my continuous
and everlasting love.
and everlasting love.
Lachlan,
Lachlan,
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol
as a symbol
continuous
of my continuous
and everlasting love.
and everlasting love for you.
Lachlan and Jessica, you have desired before all of us that you are wanting to live together in marriage. You have made sacred and beautiful promises to each other, and you have symbolized it by the giving of rings. I therefore now pronounce you husband and wife. Okay. Now we've just got a little bit of paperwork to do to make it all official. Help our government friends understand that Lachlan and Jessica are married. So we're going to pop over here and do some paperwork for a few moments. And while that's occurring, you may be receiving a little gift that you can shower the happy couple with afterwards. So.
Take a photo. We've got 2 hours to kill time.
You've got what?
2 hours. Upstairs 6 o'clock.
I don't know who these people are. I don't know who these people are. Don't know who these people are. Dave and Sue. And Suzanne and Stephanie are right down there. Misbehaving. Oh, with Bryony.
So he was in Canada this time last week, then went to Doha, did work, in Singapore done work, and flew in on Monday. Especially for this event. So Cricky, I cannot tell you that how much that means to us as a family. So thanks, Cricky. I actually thought he was pretty good, just FYI. I didn't think he was shit. Does anybody think he was shit? Put your hand up. Come over and bash it. Oh, thanks, Regan. Anyway, so all of you here have either played a significant part in Jessica's or Lachlan's lives, or you're a relative. That's simple. Regardless, it is very good to see you all, and thank you for coming to a wonderful event. So before I introduce the groom, the son I love dearly, I'm going to say a few words. Okay, it's going to be a lot of words. Well, the first time we met him, only 1 week after the first date 3 years ago. 1 week, couldn't believe it. He brings this giant rooster home with this massive beard. He walks in, gives me a beer hug, and my whole face disappeared in this massive bush. We felt he was the one. We felt like he's definitely the one. So thank goodness today actually. Above all, you've given us a grandchild. God bless her! So friends, families, and the others, can I introduce my son-in-law, the father of my grandchild, Lachlan McLeod.
Thank you, Steve, for saying pretty much everything I wanted. Good evening, everybody. Good to have you, and also good to be had. Steve, thank you very much for being the hostess with the mostest. Andy, Jess and I, you're the best person to be doing this for us, so thank you very much. You're amazing. And everything you've done, and I would like to thank next my beautiful mum and dad. You're the most supportive, caring, genuine people I know. Obviously, couldn't be here without you. To see how much you have loved, supported, and cared for Bryony, Robin, myself, and now Jess, continuously gives me so much pride. Words couldn't describe how much I love you and how I appreciate that. The way you've been able to stay together, not even for just us kids, but with true love, is something that I will take with me forever. Incredible. I'll speak for myself, Jess, hopefully Brian and Robin. Thank you so much. I love you. Love you forever. Yeah. Steve, Lynette, Caitlin. I'm so happy and proud to be able to call you my new family, even if you do this what we all do. But from my gentle, even bull in a China store way of inviting myself over to family dinner 3 years ago, just a week after meeting Jess, I felt accepted straight away, and yeah, maybe even being accelerated to the favourite child. Is that much good for me? Yeah. Like you are the best addition to my family I could ask for, and truly appreciate everything you do for us. I'm very proud to be a part of it. Groomsmen, thank you boys. Such an honour to have you standing beside me. Couldn't ask for better guys, and anything that's come up, you guys have been able to meet it with a warm smile and a healthy debit card. So. It truly means the world to me, but Monday, especially, you're a godsend. I'm very happy to call you my mate, and mate, I love it. Beautiful bridesmaids, you're looking amazing ladies. Thank you so much for being by Jess's side, and just, I know that whatever she needs, you guys will answer. And Yeah, thank you so much. Everybody that's travelled from another country, interstate, inter-suburb, doesn't matter, you're all here. Even from the Gap. Thank you so much for being here. It truly means the world to us. I'm so tickled to have you here. And anybody that's given us a gift, thank you very much. Should ever. Last but not least, my beautiful, blushing bride. I'm beyond words. You look so beautiful. You make me so happy. And I hope that you know that whatever we have coming for us, there for it. And obviously, Steve just mentioned, so the cat is already mostly out of the bag. But to those that don't know, by cat, I mean baby. By bag, I mean Jess's tummy. But nobody knows what we know. Which is
oh, my wife's going to add something. Yes, the baby's going to look cute in an all-black outfit. Anyway, thanks, Lockie. I actually, you can feel the love from Lockie for Jessica. Every time he talks and engages with her and looks at her, it's almost quite sickening. No, sorry, it's really lovely and I really enjoy it. No, it's good to see him, and I couldn't have picked a better bloke, dead set. Anyway, let's introduce the best man, the myth, the legend, Matt Mundy! This bloke can organise a bucks party, let me give you the tip.
I feel kind of like a support act after a headliner. That's a tough follow. Good evening, everyone, and just like to start off by so proud to be here with you guys tonight, everyone that made the effort, and to be up front with you lot is an honour, and I can't say that enough. Thank you all for coming, but I also know that it wasn't to hear me speak tonight, so hopefully I'll keep this a little bit brief, and we'll see how we go. For those of you that don't know me, I haven't met tonight, I am Matt, or Mundy, surprisingly the best man, which doesn't say much for the rest of the boys. I've known Lockie since grade 8, which is more than 20 years ago now. It's kind of scary to realise that I've spent more than half my life with Lockie as a mate than I have without. And really not sure if that's a blessing or a curse, mate, for either of us, really. Look, trying to put this speech together, I was a little bit stuck about what stories, kind of adventures and escapades I could spill the beans on tonight. There's been a few, whether it was Coachella, Vegas, Sydney, or remote Ubers in Norway. Maybe not. Look, while reminiscing through all these memories and the last 20 years, it became pretty clear to me, and something that you said as well, that you would be there for Jess. And that became clear to me that no matter the occasion, the location, or the time, Lockie's always been there. My 21st birthday, a surprise flight to Sydney, and
Michael, your nephew said, fall in love with the same woman again.
There we go. Fall in love with the same woman again. So that's actually pretty philosophical. So marriage takes work. It's not always wild sex and good times. Did I just say that out loud? Sorry, it's not all good complex things and interesting times. Marriage takes a lot of good communication, trust, patience, compromise, and a lot of wine. A lot of wine. And wild sex. If there's one piece of advice I can give you, Lachlan, especially with Caitlin, Jessica, sorry. It goes on all the time, don't worry. Lachlan, be a man. If you're wrong regardless or you weren't, just be a man and admit you're wrong. But certainly if Jessica ever gives you the look, have you had the look yet? Oh, yes. If she gives you the look, do a runner, do a bunk. Anyway, I better finish off. As Matt said, a good speech is a short speech. As a father or a daughter, you hope and believe that you know what's best for them. You protect them, you teach them, you guide them between right and wrong, you help them with issues, you do what you can to be a man and believe that your role in life. Well, today, the next stage of Jessica's life, and I'm very proud to say that, it's no longer my role. My son-in-law has this role and I'm very much number one, of which I'm exceptionally proud of. Marriage is the meeting of two minds, two hearts, two souls. It's very clear, especially after today, that Jessica and Lachlan have this union. Maybe they're blessed with happiness and that grows with love. Apparently a son, damn that, didn't know that. And a life that's full of laughter. So on behalf of Lynette and I, we wish you enjoyment for today, the fulfillment and the hopes and dreams for tomorrow, and love and happiness always. Now it's my pleasure again to give you another toast. Be upstanding for my new son and his bride, Mr. and Mrs. McLeod. So now, I'm putting my MC back hat on. Those of you, obviously you're all here today and I know it's your speech. For anybody who doesn't know, that's my other daughter. For those of you who don't know, she was quite emotional at the speech today, wasn't she? She had the wedding, she was crying and teary. She was actually pretty maggoted, just quietly. So anyway, on behalf of my wife and I, here's the drunk one.
In my defense, it was 2 champagnes. I just love my sister a lot, all right? All right, so for those who know me, you know I love the sound of my own voice, but we're going to keep it short because someone's trying to get married. Okay, so I am Jessica's little sister, and we grew up 8 years apart, which is a huge age gap, and to put it mildly, can make for some interesting experiences. I think she'll agree with that. It's a gap that can often seem like a lifetime when you're young. Well, she was navigating a particularly tumultuous puberty. I was a young little sprite that was annoying her constantly. And I would go to her room and I would want to be let in, and she would give me a hug and a kiss and push me out very gently. Very gently, but it was clear she didn't want me there. But there were those golden moments, those instances where the teenage fortress guarding her room would lower its drawbridge and I would be allowed in. Those moments sitting beside her while she did my makeup were magical. I didn't just get like a shimmering eyeshadow or a bright red lipstick. I got a glimpse into a world I so desperately wanted to be part of. Those memories aren't just about makeup or fleeting moments of sibling bonding. They represent foundations of our relationship. Because as the years have passed, the chasm between our ages has become more of a stepping stone, and you've turned from a sister to an ally to my best friend, and I would not trade you for anyone else. I've always looked up to Jessica, not just because she had the coolest room in the house or she knew how to do makeup before YouTube tutorials were a thing. No, I looked up to her because of the woman she's always been. Beyond her beauty, she has the sharpest wit, and she can light up any room. She can make you cry with laughter, or just cry, depending on the joke. She always listens, even when I'm asking her if she's read a book for the 4th time. By the way, have you ever read Secret History by Donna Tartt? It's a really good book. It's a really good book. You should read it. I think you'd like it. And when it comes to doing what's right, her morals have always been in the right place, and her morals have not only guided her, but guided myself. And as we're gathering here today, give me a second. I just want to say I wouldn't be the woman I am without her. And I know that her children and Lachlan are so lucky to have her. Because there's never been a woman like Jessica with her morals in the right place, with ethics, with conviction. And she's inspired me from when I was fucking 8 and leading her into McLeod. And I'm so sorry, I dead set thought my tears were done after I cried my lash onto her veil during the ceremony somehow. But no. I just want to say Jessica has always been the woman I've looked up to. Her morals have always been in the right place. She's always been so sure in herself. And I know that her children will be the same. And
it's all too much for her. Anyway, this is the last of the speeches. We've saved the best till last, and I mean the very best, the best of the best, the cream of the crop. Ladies and gentlemen, Graham McLeod.
Yay! Come on the McLeods! Go the McLeods!
Your brother's getting up here. Yeah.
Nobody else will.
Why do I feel as if I'm being auctioned off here? Not quite sure about that introduction. Anyway, yeah. For those I haven't managed to meet yet, I'm Lachlan's dad, Graham, or as everyone outside his family knows him, Lockie. As parents of the groom, Rosemary and I are delighted to join with Steve and Lynette in welcoming you all to Lachlan and Jess's wedding. It's also a tremendous privilege for us to welcome Jess and her family, including Steve, Lynette, Caitlin, into the McLeod clan, both here and overseas, and we do that with great pleasure. It's my job to say a few words about Lachlan, our wonderful son. What's to say? He was Lachlan was born in Townsville in 1989, and there's been 31 years of the most loving, helpful and gracious son a pair of doting parents could possibly hope for. Mind you, the 3 years before that were absolute mayhem. He was a wild child. I know Lachlan doesn't recall some of his more memorable escapades, but unfortunately for him, he has 2 sisters plus his mum, who are always ready to remind him of some of those episodes. Like at 13 months, he learned to climb our front fence and was soon to be seen twirling off down the road in his nappy. Or at 15 months, he used the fence to visit our neighbours for breakfast, naked. Or slightly later, he broke into another parent's house through the dog door, leaving a trail of destruction for the daughters of the house to be blamed for. Or the time as a 2-year-old, we were out skiing, water skiing with friends, and he got into the boat and almost got the engine started. As I said, he was a wild child. But just as well, he was always a delightful, happy child as well. And then his escapades when we returned to Brisbane, they continued. Mum, there's a whole bunch of grade 7 boys jumping off the roof into the pool. Unfortunately, Mum couldn't do much, she was at work. Or there was in 2007, he was interviewed by the Federal Police at Adelaide Airport regarding a comment he'd made about the possibility of a bomb in his backpack. He was a member of the Gap High volleyball team, and he'd been competing in the Australian Volleyball Schools Cup, but he almost didn't make it home. And then during the great storm, the Great Gap Storm in 2008, as Robin and I were sheltering in the bathroom, expecting the house to be blown in around us, where was Lachlan? Lachlan was down on the school grounds, merrily playing water slides. Well, That was until he realised he couldn't get home safely, so he had to take shelter in the school bag racks. Observant listeners will have noticed that these all relate to his early childhood years. We suspect that much of what happened after that was no business of mummy or daddy. So if you want to know more about those times, you have to ask him or his schoolmates. So, how about guys? We could have a half-hour session afterwards, I'm sure. We just remember Lachlan as a family-loving, funny and energetic young man who spent most afternoons playing basketball down at Hilda Road School with his mates. And there was no descending into teenage grunting for Lachlan. He was always one who communicated well with us. Academic achievements weren't high on his list of priorities. And while he did well enough to get by, the teachers often said that he could do a lot better if he would only work a bit harder. But he also said he was a lovely boy. To say that he was a bit of a homebody while at school is perhaps an understatement. But who else do you know kept every bus ticket they ever had while at school? Sport always played a big part in Lachlan's young life. And as good parents, we encouraged him in various sporting activities. So while he initially played rugby union, it didn't take long for other sports to interest him. And cricket, futsal, soccer and basketball were all played before volleyball finally took precedence in his sporting life. We hope that Lachlan remembers his childhood with pleasure, and we certainly have very happy memories of those years. Lachlan's always been an early starter, and we're very impressed with his attitude towards work and his work ethic. Since leaving school and completing his electrical apprenticeship, he's done a lot of travelling, including extended stints in Barcelona and in Oslo. In Oslo, he helped his friends Cameron and Andrew establish the Little Brother Brewery. And their enterprise, commitment and plain hard work during that time was exceptional, and we admire them for that. Tough times in many ways, but I'm sure they've got great memories. Though we were very happy when he decided to come back to Brisbane to live. Lachlan has always had a very well-developed sense of humour, and he started making jokes very early in life. Some of his more ridiculous jokes and stories have made us all laugh over the years. In terms of other family traits, I don't think there's any doubt that in temperament, Lachlan is perhaps more of an Isles than a McLeod. And Isles will usually turn the other cheek and not get involved in a confrontation, unless severely provoked, in which case, watch out. While no matter the issue, a McLeod will generally welcome the opportunity to clear the air. We've had regular contact with our Scottish family over the years, which has developed Lachlan's interest and pride in his Scottish heritage. That was apparent when he chose to wear a kilt to his Year 12 formal. And of course today, you look great, mate. Lachlan's always been a loving brother and is now a terrific uncle. And it's great to see the family of both Lachlan's sisters involved in the wedding. Maddie as the flower girl, and Doug, Connor and Alistair as the ring bearers. We can't wait to see him with his own family. It's been a wonderful 34 years watching Lachlan develop into the mature, loving, competent and contented man we see today, and we wouldn't have missed a second. We're now so pleased that Lachlan has found Jess to share his life, and hope they will have many happy years together. We knew it must be something special when Lachlan's told us he was bringing Jess to his birthday dinner with us in 2020. We looked at each other. Who's this? We'd not heard the name before, and Lachlan never brought any girls to meet us. So it turned out to be very special indeed, and he couldn't have found anyone more special than Jess. Clearly, they're made for each other. In closing, I should say that I know part of my role in this speech is to offer some pearls of wisdom to Lachlan as he sets out in his journey through life with Jess. But I've always thought that trying to mess with perfection can be a two-edged sword. So I'm afraid my only pearl of wisdom is keep on being yourself, mate. You're doing a great job. I now ask everyone to be upstanding and join Rosemary, Bryony and Robin in toasting the happy couple, Lachlan and Jess.
Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We finished on a high. I was Googling boys' names that rhyme with McLeod, and unfortunately there's nothing that rhymes with McLeod apart from Mickey. Mickey McLeod's got a ring to it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. We're going to cut the cake, and then it's on hell for leather on the dance floor and bar. So if we get Lockie and Jess to come up and cut the cake, once Lockie and his dad have finished their emotional moment. I'll be a while, right? Take your time, take your time.
from misery to happiness today. I'm on my way from misery to happiness today. I'm on my way to what I want from this world. And years from now, you'll make it to the next world. And everything that you receive up yonder is what you give to me today. I wonder. I took a right turning yesterday. Yeah, I took a right turning yesterday. I took the road that brought me to your hometown. I took the bus to streets that I could walk down. I walked the streets to find the one I looked for. I climbed the stair that led me to your front door. And now that I don't want for anything, I have all Jolson saying I'm sitting on top of the world. I'll do my best to do the best I can. Yeah, I'll do my best to do the best I can. To keep my feet from jumping from the ground, dear. To keep my heart from jumping through my mouth, dear. To keep the past and not the present. To try and learn when you teach me a lesson. I know that I don't want for anything. I'd have all Joseph saying I'm sitting on top of the world. I'm on my way from misery to happiness today.